Joining us now, LA criminal attorney Brian Claypool. Brian, it's always great to see you again. What do you make of Rachel Maddow here and the Democrat hot takes that the riots are just peaceful, joyful exuberance? 300 have been arrested so far. The LAPD is so overwhelmed it had to call in help from neighboring towns.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm going to name 3 people that never picked up the phone and called James McDonald, the chief of police in L.A., right? Rachel Maddow, she never called him. Karen Bass, the mayor of L.A., never called McDonald. And Gavin Newsom, the governor of California, never called McDonald. Because if those 3 had watched him on the local news out here in Los Angeles on Sunday night, they would have heard the following, that McDonald said point blank that initially when this unfolded, he didn't think they needed the National Guard, but things had changed. It had escalated. It had gotten worse. And McDonald pretty much admitted on Sunday night that he would have wanted the National Guard to be deployed. Isn't that guy the head of the LAPD, the person that should be given the information here, and not radical newscasters and politicians who are sadly politicizing law enforcement instead of ensuring public safety? I live about 10 miles from this. And if you talk to most people in LA, they want the National Guard in here. They want to prevent and preempt anything further happening. Police officers could have been killed Sunday night. These rioters were throwing commercial-grade fireworks at them, at their face. They could have been killed. Are we going to wait till somebody's killed before you get the National Guard in?
Yeah, it's really disturbing. I'm not sure what the MSNBC viewer expects to come away with that poisonous kind of toxic hot takes here. I mean, we saw rioters literally pouring gasoline on the ground in the street ahead of police horses to set the horses on fire. This is about arresting dangerous criminals in L.A., murderers, rapists, armed robbers, drug traffickers. They arrested a mass shooter who opened fire at a graduation party, killing teenagers. But the media is downplaying crimes like all this.
Yeah, and on top of what you just said, when is the last time we've seen in our history a mayor of a major city and the governor of the biggest state in the country say that, hey, we don't want the National Guard, right? I have never seen this before. Most local and state politicians, when a president says, hey, we need the National Guard, they say, great, thank you. Remember the wildfires out here, right? Remember that? Well, Karen Bass sat on that and never called in the National Guard. Maybe she has a problem with the National Guard. One other thing I want to say, though, that really irritates me and a lot of people in L.A. is her post on social media. When this all started, it was completely categorically irresponsible and may have incited people to do what you're seeing, because she said that the ICE raids are, quote, sowing terror into our community, that they are an intrusion, that they are chaos in our city. And that's not responsible to say that.
And the crimes that people committed are not the chaos. Okay, Brian Claypool, you're wonderful. It's always a pleasure to have you on, Brian. Great to see you. Now please listen to this.